You know, when I show up to do an event, they always have things waiting for me. They have a table that's skirted. They have a chair waiting for me. And they have the caterer coming out to ask me what I want to have for dinner. Hi, it's Bill. It's a creative license. Thanks again for being a part of my little dog and pony show, walking around the neighborhood while it snows a little bit. I feel like Charlie Brown catching snowflakes on my tongue. The reason I'm talking about this is, this happens to you too, right? I mean, there's a table waiting, there's a chair waiting, there's a meal ready to have you fed. It wasn't long after I started doing this full time that I was never expecting those things anymore. In fact, when they were waiting for me, I went out of my way to tell the facility that it wasn't necessary. I don't need a table. I'm self-enclosed. I know what I need. I bring it along. I make sure that I can make the smallest imprint in the area that I need to be in. I don't need their equipment, but thanks to the table. That makes them look at me funny. But okay, sure. Then I take that chair and I put it back where the table is. I go, well, the table's for you. That chair is for you too. Yeah, no, I don't sit. You don't sit. But what if you get? I mean, all the DJs expect a table and a chair. Not me. Thanks anyway. So okay, so. Where would you and when would you like your meal brought to you? I'm not eating. You're not eating? No. Well, you're getting here at like noon. You're not going to eat with the guests? No, I'm not. And I've only had one caterer ask me why. And I said, well, if you're going to sit down with the guests, make me a plate right next to you. Otherwise, no, I'm not going to eat with the guests. Why do I do this? Well, number one, the table. I want to be sure that what I bring is what I need, and the table I have is not going to break, and then I'll have whatever I need wherever I need it. I don't want to depend on another company to help me make good on the promises to my clients, so I bring my own table. Why don't I eat? You know, I'm the Master of Ceremonies in an event, and for me to eat while I'm doing my job, it just doesn't look good. I got to have a microphone in one hand and a chicken leg in the other. No thanks. Plus, I've been a performer all my life, and a meal while you're working, eating while you're doing your job, it makes you sluggish. It makes it so that you are not quick on your feet. If I can't get through a day without food, then I'm not. I have different problems than I'm a little hungry while I work. Plus, sets me apart, doesn't it? These three things are expected from every DJ, apparently, because they just expect it to happen. And a chair? Again, I don't sit out. I'm the most visible person there. I'm going to be standing. And if you've never thought of getting rid of the chair where you work, the chair, I would consider it. And this is why I would consider that. Because every single solitary couple that hires me for their wedding says to me, we're hiring you because you're different. We want something interactive. We don't want a DJ. Well, I'm like, well, I'm a DJ. No, you don't understand. We don't like those DJs that just sit behind their tables and push buttons. This is what everybody thinks. If I sit down for even a moment, at one of my events in sight of my clients, then I'm one of those DJs that sits behind my console and presses buttons. I'm trying to show up different. And when I do show up different on just those three things, and there's a lot of things I show up different on, but if you show up different on one or all of those things, you will start to feel different. You'll start to be different. People will start to see you as different. And all of a sudden, you're going to be down a path of being different that will open up a wide path of evolution in your DJing career. What do you think of this? Reach out. Let me know. Don't forget to be really nice to my sponsors, and I'll see you next week on Creative License.